Why some men fight for Sauron in The Lord of the Rings. The Corsairs of Umbar explained Fast and Furious 11 may unite Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson. But that's not the reunion I'm most looking forward to, since multiple characters returned at the end of Fast X. There are bound to be several reunions in the highly anticipated Fast and Furious 11. I couldn't be more excited for the 11th and final film in the long-running series after the cliffhanger ending of Fast X. In Fast X, Jason Momoa's Dante proved to be the most dangerous villain Dom and his crew have ever faced. Dom and his crew failed to defeat Dante at the end of Fast X, but several characters returned who will surely help them in the upcoming Fast and Furious 11. In the post-credit scenes of Fast X, both Dwayne Johnson's Luke Hobbs and Gal Gadot's Giselle Yashar returned to the franchise. Out of these two returns, Hobbs is definitely more exciting since he is one of the best Fast and Furious characters. Additionally, most fans didn't expect him to return due to Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel's feud, which made it even more surprising. However, Giselle's return is also exciting, and will allow Fast and Furious 11 to include a significant reunion that I've been waiting years to see. In the first post-credits scene of Fast X, Giselle is revealed to be alive after seemingly dying in Fast and Furious 6, which was released way back in 2013. In the most recent Fast and Furious film, Giselle emerges from a submarine to rescue Letty and Cypher from the Black Site prison in Antarctica. Giselle smiles and waves to Letty, but no more information is revealed about how she survived before the scene ends. However, Giselle will surely reunite with Dom and the rest of the crew in Fast and Furious 11. This means that Giselle and Han, who quickly formed a romantic connection in earlier films in the franchise, will finally reunite. Technically, Han was involved in a plane crash at the end of Fast X, but since his body was never shown, I would be shocked if he didn't return in the 11th movie. There will be many amazing reunions in Fast and Furious 11, but Giselle and Han seeing each other again is the one I'm most excited for since they truly loved each other. Since Fast and Furious 6 was released in 2013, Gadot hadn't appeared in the franchise for over a decade prior to the post-credits scene of Fast X. Her character tragically dies during the climax of Fast and Furious 6, when she falls from a plane after choosing to sacrifice herself to save Han. Since her scene in Fast X is quite brief, it has not yet been explained how Giselle survived the fall and why she hasn't returned in any Fast and Furious movies before Fast X. However, F9 revealed that Mr. Nobody helped Han fake his own death. The same movie also interestingly reveals that Giselle secretly worked for Mr. Nobody, so it's possible that the exact same thing happened to her. Ahead of the release of Fast and Furious 11, this is all speculation, but regardless, I'm so excited for Giselle and Han see each other in the final movie since their reunion has been 12 years in the making. Obviously, out of the two post-credit scenes in Fast X, more people walked out of the theater buzzing about Johnson's return. Given the well-documented feud between Johnson and Diesel, it will undoubtedly be interesting to see Hobbs and Dom meet again in Fast and Furious 11. However, this reunion is only exciting because of the public drama, whereas Giselle and Han's reunion is super meaningful for the story of the franchise. Therefore, I believe Giselle and Han meeting again will be one of the most special and heartwarming scenes in Fast and Furious 11.